Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher Liam Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, and musician. In this audio and video, I've been sharing the Christopher Liam Rose motivations to inspire humanity to learn about Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha, to encourage humanity to find faith in spirituality and religion, and to basically motivate those people who really want to help other people, give back, make a difference and a contribution. So these spiritual motivations is part of my series of basically helping other people, giving back, making a difference. So, um, I'm very, very happy that I'm gonna make this video and record. So for the message that I've got this evening, and this is a very important message to learn. And I encourage the listeners and the viewers to just really pay attention to this message and learn this message as best as you can. So, I'm calling this video and audio Going All In. I'm calling it. Now, people say going all in. What does that mean? What is that all about? Now, I want to get this as simple as possible within the video and the audio. Now, going all in basically means you're going all in for your dreams and desires, the things that are very, very important to you, the things that matter to you the most within your life and what you want to do in your life. So it's very important to go all in for what's very important to you, the things that it's something that's very, very important to you, something that you really, really want to do in life, the work you want to do, the opportunities you want to have, the way you want to support your loved ones, your family, and your friends. Really going all in for your dreams and desires. Now, I've been trying to get this message across in different ways in my previous audios and videos, right? And it's very important to go all in for your dreams and desires. Now, this can take time to really learn the importance of it. This can take a lot of commitment, dedication, time, effort, uh, persistence, resistance, really trying to figure out what should I go all in for and what will be the most important thing for me in my life and what I need to do in my life. Now, it's so important before we can go all in what's really important to us as far as our dreams and desires and our goals and our motivations and the things that are so important to us within our lives. We've got to realize that we need to discover who we are. We need to discover our spiritual life purpose, spiritual calling, and basically our spiritual assignment on earth, which I call normally the spiritual divine assignment. Now, we can't spiritually go all in to our dreams and desires until we've discovered that, right? Now, in life, I don't want to be rude about this at all for the viewers or the listeners that are watching this content on this video. This is a very simple message and a very simple video. Now, I've explained this quite a lot of times in my videos, my books, and my audios, where I've explained this very, very seriously and very, very carefully to as many people as I can when I've shared this, right? Because people are going through suffering, pain, and adversity, challenges within their lives, right? And this is happening, like I said before, to millions, thousands, hundreds of people within the world. They never discover the spiritual life purpose, the spiritual calling, or the spiritual assignment in life. So for those people, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to go all in into something that's very important to them because of the suffering, pains, and adversities they've already experienced. But this is a video and audio for those people who basically have actually learned to help other people give back, make a difference, make a contribution, and help other people in what they're going through. So this becomes so important to learn. And sometimes due to commitments and things that happen within our lives, we may actually miss the importance of how important it is. Now, I normally say to people when I share my audios and my books, my videos, I'm not specifically telling the viewers what they should do in their life. You know, you must do this, you must do that, you must live like this, you must behave like that, you must treat people like this, you must not misbehave or fall around in your life. I'm not going to tell people what they should do in their life because that beats the objective of the message that I'm trying to share. What I'm basically trying to share is if you really have a desire, which I've called the desire for more within your life, which is a very important thing to learn, the desire for more. So you are more passionate about helping other people, giving back, making a difference, making a contribution, helping the animals, helping humanity, helping the universe. If you have that desire for more within your life, and it takes a lot of time to really discover that. It really takes a lot of time to discover that. Then slowly after that, you can find going all in. Now, going all in is really about how many differences, contributions, impacts, significance, difference, and meaning and value you have within helping other people, giving back and making a difference. So it's more of the spiritual contributions, differences, the impact, the significance, the meaning and the value. But you can't get to the meaning and the value without discovering who you are first. So the reason why I'm sharing that in the video and the audio, if you discover who you are first, find that within your life. Take the time, journal, pray, meditate, mindfulness, walking, journal, which are just five of the spiritual practices you can do if that will benefit you. Spend the time in discovering who you are. If you spend the time discovering who you are, I'm not saying this happens for everybody. It really doesn't. So I'm not trying to get the message rude or ignorant within the video. I'm just trying to share it as best as I can. Spend the time learning who you are first, your skills, your abilities, your gifts, your talents, the work you can do within helping other people, giving back, making a difference, how you can make a contribution, significance, difference, and impact. What meaning and value you're going to bring into the world. What is your contribution? What is your difference? What is your significance? What is your impact? How do you want to help? Who do you want to support? What work do you want to be a part of? What do you really want to do in your life? Once you've discovered that, then you can really go all in. And when I say really go all in, you're going all in for what's really important to you, the things that really, really matter to you, the things that in your life it's just so important to do. So going all in means more contributions, different impact, significance. When you spiritually go all in for your dreams and desires, you will help hundreds, thousands, millions, and if you get to that point, billions of people within the world. But you have to go all in. That means forgetting your past, not worrying about the present too much, not predicting the future too much, focusing all your efforts on what's really important to you within your life. Each human being will have something that's very important to them in their lives. It could be family, it could be children, it could be a business, it could be their career, it could be volunteering, it could be travel, it could be food and drinks, it could be socializing. Each human being will have something very important to them, and that will happen for each human being. But like I said, you've got to discover what's important for you. What do you really want? What do you really desire? What are the dreams and the desires and the goals that you want to work towards? Once you've discovered that and find that in your life, and it takes someone to find it within their lives to really understand, then you can go all in for your dreams and desires. And when you go all in for your dreams and desires, there's there's like a spiritual blessing that comes from that because it's very simple, but it's not easy to discover. And the spiritual blessing that comes from that, you make more of a contribution, you help more people, you support more lives because in your life you found something that's very important, something that it gives you meaning, it gives you value, it's important to you. You want to go all in for your dreams and desires. So just before we finish, going all in is not based on money. Going all in is not really based on your career. If it's not that aspect of it, going all in is not based on your business. It's not that type of way of doing it. Going all in, what it really is your dreams, desires, motivations, aspirations, and the things that are very, very important for you as an individual. If you don't go all in to what's very important for you as an individual, the noise of the world, the problems within the world, the way the society is, will affect your dreams and desires and your motivation to keep moving forward. Now, it's very important to learn when I say keep moving forward, I'm not saying it specifically like keep moving forward. What does that mean? Um, my friends, my family, my loved ones, it's got nothing to do with that. This is for the individual, right? So when I say moving forward, I'm not saying my loved ones, my friends, my family. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's got nothing to do with that. When I say moving forward, it's about what difference, impact, contribution, significance, meaning, and value you can make in helping other people, giving back and making a difference. Now, I'm not saying to people this is going to be easy to discover. And I haven't, with my books, my videos, my audios, it takes a lot to really basically understand what I'm saying. It'll take a lot to understand. But as I'm aware and as more people are slowly becoming aware of this, when you help other people what they're going through, support people with what they need help with, give back and make a difference, it's basically going all in because you're focused on your mission, you're focused on your purpose, you're focused on your divine assignment, you're focused on what's really important for you. And just because you help other people give back and make a difference, that will be important to you because you're focusing your life on others. You're focusing your life on the difference you're making, the impact you're having, the significance you're doing, the work that you've been called to do in your life. So you've got to find that. Each human being has to find that. And when you find that, that's when you slowly, it takes a very, very long time to really, really find it. But slowly, 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 you start to see that the work that you've been doing, and I'm not saying this is for all the human beings in the world because it's just life isn't like that. It's very complex. People have different jobs, different careers, different businesses, opportunities. Okay, that's fine. But for those people who do help other people, this will be the motivation. And the motivation is I actually made a video, I think previously talking about it, but I was just going to say it just for the end of this video. Spiritually going all out, when you've discovered spiritually going all out, then you spiritually go all in. You give it your all your energy, all your passion, all your time, all your effort, all your work, all your encouragement, all your motivation to help other people give back and make a certain difference because that is the contribution you need to make. That is the impact you need to have. That is the significance and the meaning you need to find. And when you find it, when you go all in for your dreams and desires, you learn this. Your dreams and desires are based on others. just before we finish, let me just say it again. When you've learned it and you've understood it, you learn that your dreams and desires are based on others. And that's when you really, I just say the word again, spiritually going all in for the contributions, the differences, the impacts, the significance. And then that's when you find meaning and value. So, meaning and value can come in your life when you help other people in what they are going through, when you support people with what they need help with, when you give back and make a certain difference in people's lives, when you serve, contribute, make a difference in people's lives, then the spiritual blessings come into your life. When you have spiritual blessings within your life, you're free from world problems, circumstances, situations, challenges, and even difficulties because the mind isn't focused on that. Your work isn't focused on the world problems in that sort of way. It's really focused on you as an individual going all in for your dreams and desires. And when you have this desire for more for your dreams and desires, there's nothing more special than that. It's very special to find. It makes your life and gives your life more meaning and value. And then the question is, if it gives your life more meaning and value, what's the essence of that then? What is the real essence of it? So the real essence of it, it gives you actually gives you beauty in life. You see that you're making a difference, you're making an impact, you're serving another person, you're contributing, you're helping, you're making a difference and a contribution. So going all in, what it really is. Well, I've just learned it at a young age, and people can discuss that in for me, but I know what I'm talking about. Going all in is the contributions, the differences, the impact, and the significance you make to other people's lives. Focus your life on making a difference to other people's lives, then the significance comes, then the impact comes, then the difference comes, and then you find beauty in that. And when you find beauty in that, you don't need anything else. Because, like I said before in previous videos and books and audios before, a human being can't give you what I'm saying. You've got to find it for yourself. So, again, when you find the beauty of life itself, and there is a beauty of life itself, you can find it. A human being can't give that to you. This is something that you have to find within yourself. So if you find it within yourself, the beauty of life itself, then you're free from everything else. And then you have the opportunity, and not everyone has the opportunity to do this. Not everyone does. You have the opportunity to spiritually go all out, go all in for your dreams and desires because there's no self motivation for it because you've transcended the self, which I've basically said in audios and videos and books and music now. The no self, selflessness, spirituality and faith and religion. The no self, selflessness, spirituality and faith, religion. The no self. So to go all in, you need to discover the no self. You need to discover selflessness. You need to discover who you are as a human being, and everyone has to find it. And until you find it, until you go on this journey and find it, you can't have the beauty of what life is all about. You'll go through situations, circumstances, challenges, and never overcome it because you're stuck in your situations, problems, pain, suffering, and circumstances. So you need to transcend that. I have explained it before in previous videos. You need to transcend that. So by transcending it, you find the beauty of life itself. And there is a beauty. Helping other people, giving back, making a difference, making a contribution. A life that is not focused on selfish motives. A life that is focused on selfless motives. So again, a life that isn't focused on selfish motives. That's not the beauty. A life that is focused on selfless motives. So you have to change to really go all in. And when you really go in for your dreams and desires, you won't be surprised when you achieve all of your dreams and desires because you're making the effort, you're taking that commitment, you're putting that dedication into it, you're taking that time to do it, you're focusing on it, you're being persistent about it. You've got your passion and your purpose and your desire to do it, and that brings you the beauty. So I'm gonna finish it there. I could go on a lot about the subject, but I think I just want to keep it as simple as I can for this video and this audio today. If you do want to check out my content, I know what I've been sharing. This is basically just a new series of what I've been making. Right? You can go on YouTube, Christopher Liam Rose Motivations. My videos are actually available there. My podcast is also available there. If you're listening to on a podcast or audio, then you can just save my podcasts on the subscription or wherever you're listening to in podcasts or audios. You'll be able to find it and you can save my details on that platform, if that makes sense. Just remember, going all in is for your dreams and desires. Going all in. You should go all in for your dreams and desires. There should be no dream, no desire, no ambition and motivation that you're not passionate about, that you're not working towards, that you actually are so driven to do it. You're so motivated to do it. But you've got to find who you are first. You've got to find who you are first. And if you don't find who you are first before you go all in, then you can't go all in. So it takes time, it takes patience, it takes passion, it takes care, it takes empathy, it takes love, it takes sometimes peace for some people if they get to that point. But find yourself, search for yourself, search for what's important to you, find it. And every human being needs to find it. Each human being will be different, like I said in the audio and the video already. But find it for you. What's very important for you? What gives you that value? What gives you that meaning? What's very important to you? Find that. If you find it, then go all in. Don't hold back. Give it your all. Give it all your passion, all your energy, all your time, all your commitment. And remember, like I said in the audio and the video already, going all in is for others. So going all in, it's not based on selfish motives. It's based on selfless motives. The more you go in, the more people you'll help through going all in. And that's what I said in the audio and video already. There should be no dream and desire once you've got to this point in your life that you basically shouldn't be going all in for. They should be all important, no matter how small, big the dreams and the desires are. You should, once you have this desire that I'm talking about, go all in completely. Just do it for yourself. Go all in completely. Don't feel like you have to hold back or there's a commitment outside of your dreams and desires. Just remember, nothing is more important in your life than your own dreams and desires. But you've got to change your dreams and desires into others. And that's a very hard process. I'm not going to explain it in this audio or this video because that kind of diverts the message of what I'm sharing. But you've got to change your mind into others. And that's going to take time. And when you change your mind into others, the beauty comes out of life. You find who you are, your meaning, your value, your difference. So just remember, going all in is for not my dreams and desires, but for your dreams and desires. What's important to you in your life? What will give you that meaning? What will give you that value? What would it be for your life? Discover that. I don't want to go too more into it, but the five spiritual practices will help you: prayer, meditation, mindfulness, walking, journal. Discover that. Once you have, and it takes time, go all in. Don't hold back. Give it your all. Okay, thank you for listening now. I finished the podcast and the audio. Like I said, you can find me on YouTube. This is just a whole new series of videos that I'm doing. YouTube, a podcast, and if you like the content, share it to somebody that might need support in what I've shared. But remember, go all in, give it your all, your effort, your passion, your desire, the meaning and value of what's important to you. Go all in, go all in. Okay, thank you now. Bye now. Thanks. Bye.